Page 47. Semicircular rule. The semicircular rule was developed to ensure that aircraft routing along conflicting flight paths with other aircraft are separated from each other vertically by a prescribed distance. This height variation was calculated taking into account the two types of flight rules applicable to accommodate instrument and visual flight rule pilots, more commonly referred to as IFR and VFR. The semicircular rule is therefore based on flight levels taking into account the magnetic track of an aircraft using a compass or aeronautical chart for reference. The 360 degrees indicated on a compass are split into two sectors, that is, 0 to 179er and 180 to 359er degrees. Each sector is given a title referred to as evens and odds. The basic principle used when applying the semicircular rule is as follows. In an even sector, the flight numeral for each flight level indicated will always be an even number, while in an odd sector, the first numeral for each flight level indicated will always be an odd number. Due to the fact that there are IFR and VFR flights associated with each sector, we have to divide the sectors further to indicate this difference. An IFR flight will always be rounded off to a 0, indicating thousands, while a VFR flight will be rounded off to the nearest five, indicating hundreds. It is important to note that the pilot will not be required to apply the semicircular rule in the following instances, namely 1. Operating below 1,500 feet above ground level. 2. Operating in the general flying area. 3. Operating in the circuit of an ATC, CTR, or uncontrolled airfield. 4. Operating in defined special rule areas. In the case of tracks, where the changes of magnetic variation encountered between navigational aids would change the magnetic track from one semicircle to the other, the mean variation should be used. Where the track falls on the dividing line when using mean variation, the variation used must be greater than